Hey guys, my name is Bemisola, and in this video I'm just going to be giving a tutorial for my soft glam everyday makeup look. So if you have been struggling and battling with your makeup, or you just feel like you're not getting it right, this video is for you. Let's get right into it. So first, if you're making use of a beauty blender, you have to soak it in water and squeeze it. So I'm just going to soak mine in water and squeeze it so it can become soft and bigger. Then squeeze it with a cloth to extract all the water out. Now my beauty sponge is soft and ready for use. So the first thing I'm starting with is my moisturizer. I'm using this moisturizer from Blossom Makeup and Skin Care. My skin isn't dry at all, like it's on the really oily side, so I make sure I just use like kind of little of this product on my face, mostly focusing the moisturizer on under eyes because I want it to be moisturized. So after I'm done applying my moisturizer, to make it dry down fast, I use a mini fan to do that. After your moisturizer has dried down properly, you go in with your primer. I'm using this primer from Classic Makeup. It is a mattifying primer, so I'm just going to be focusing it really on my T-zones. So make sure you use a primer according to your skin type. I put it on my nose, on my forehead, where I know I produce like a lot of oils. And no matter what you do, avoid primer under your eyes. Do not put primer in these areas at all. Yeah, so just make sure I spread that onto my face properly. For foundation, I'm going to be mixing two different foundations from two different brands. I'm going to be mixing the foundation from avour Cosmetics and V-Beauty from V-Beauty. For foundation, one to two pumps is okay because we do not want to go too heavy on the foundation because we want something soft and skin like. So I use my beauty sponge to apply my foundation because I think it's just best for what I want. So to apply my foundation, I just tap in and like kind of blend it out on my mixing palettes. Just kind of blend it out there. I tap it, blend it, then put it on my skin and spread it. You can see I'm not dragging. Do not drag. Tap gently. Do not drag. Tap gently into the skin. Because I don't want a lot of foundation, I'm really spreading it out. So I blend it on my mixing palette, then spread it on my face. Just like that. Mix then my forehead, and avoid foundation under your eyes because concealer is still going to go there, so we do not want too much product under our eyes so it doesn't cake up and then crease later. So you guys, I forgot to tell you that like after my moisturizer and primer, the next thing I usually do is to use a brow gel or like edge control to lay my brows down. But I use this hair wax to do my brows because I do not have a brow gel, so this works as well. So I just lay it in the shape I want. I like my brows to look thinned out, so I do not like bring it up. You get, I kind of lay it to the side. So any shape you want your brows, just put it in yourself using the brow wax. The next step is your bronzer / contour. I've been finding it really hard to find a bronzer for my skin shade, an affordable bronzer to be precise. The one I've seen are like mostly high-end products and I cannot afford that right now. So the closest thing I could find is a contour stick from Omaricode, even though I would prefer a bronzer, but it's a contour stick I found, so I just go with that. So I'm using this contour stick, bronzed bay contour stick from Omaricode. So for contour, I just go on my forehead my forehead, then these high points from like here, from like the top of my ears. Yeah, just like that. Do not bring it too much to the middle of your face. Just like my nose, I use a brush to apply the contour. So I just take some of the product onto the brush and I go in from the beginning of my eyebrows down, just like that. I focus it more on the like beginning part and just bring the remaining of the product down. Then I kind of blend it into the beginning of my brows. It's brush from Sephora to blend out my contour. So I just focus it upwards. I kind of just do that, then just blend it into my hairline, just like that. The next thing we're going to be going in is cream blush. I'm using this cream blush from Avour makeup blush. I just take some of it with my brush. I prefer to go in with my brush instead of putting the product directly on my face, because I realize too much whenever I do that. But when I use my brush to apply it, it's like buildable. So I just take some of the product, put it for your blush. You're going to look at the bone that is here. There's a particular bone that is here, that highest point that's very close to your eyes. This place is where you're going to want it to put your blush on. You get, and you can kind of bring the blush a bit into your under eye. So next, you're going to be going in with your concealer. I first like to go in with a concealer that is a bit close to my skin shade before going in with a lighter one, so I can like correct the darkness from my under eyes before brightening it. Do you get? So this concealer is from Avour Cosmetics. This concealer is like very beautiful and it is affordable. That is why I love all these products. Like, they're affordable and also good at the same time. So I just put it a little here, a little here. On my nose, I draw like a straight line, a little. Then on my forehead, a little too, because it can be really hard to blend this out. Then I go in on my under eyes. So just do this exact placement and you'll be good. So I'll be blending it with the pointy part of my beauty sponge. So I blend from my chin, then I blend my under eyes last. So the thing with concealer is when you blend it out, you use the other part of your beauty sponge to blend out the edges. Do you see that? And light taps. Be very gentle with your taps, so you're not swiping the product away. My nose, just tap gently, connect it with the one on my forehead. And use the other parts to blend this out. Then your under eyes. I like to drag this out to give me like this cat's eye effect. So I blend upwards like this into my blush. For this process, you can carry your mirror up, so you get to look up while blending your concealer, so you avoid any creasing. So tap gently. Most people do not like using a beauty sponge because they claim it swipes the product off your face. It only swipes the product off your face because you are swiping it and tapping really harsh. So next I'll be going in with my brightening concealer, again from Avour Cosmetics. I really love their concealer, and I'm just going to focus this on my inner corners, just my inner corners, because I want it to be a bit brighter. Look up at my mirror and just focus the blending mostly at the inner corner. Can you see that? So you just focus the blending at the inner parts of your under eyes. And I like to also blend, use the other part of my beauty sponge, just blend my concealer line with my nose, so there isn't like this ash line that is just there. Blend it out. The next step is to set our concealed areas. I'm using a setting powder from Newborn Beauty, but for this step you can also use a pressed powder. So if you have a powder palette like this one, you can pick a shade that is close to your concealer shade and use it to set your under eyes. I tap the powder at the back of my hand to remove the excess. So I just tap, kind of like spreading the powder. So before I set my under eyes again, I'm going to get my mirror, look up, blend out the creases under my eyes. Blend out the creases under my eyes. Then I get my powder and tap gently. Tap, 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 tap. Just tap it. Then you're going to want to blend in, pushing the powder in. This is a really crucial step in makeup. You want to make sure you push the powder into the concealer so that part is matte, so it cannot crease. I blend out my under eye with my powder puff. So I blend that out, then use my powder, tap, just tap, tap, just tap the powder, just tap that. So I just do that for the rest of my face. Here, my nose, my forehead. I do not use a lot of powder to set that. I just use enough powder to let that look matte. So for the next step, I'm just going to be going in with a pressed powder. So I'm going to be using my shade just to set the rest of my face. So I just use a brush to apply powder to the rest of my face. Please don't be stingy with your powder, so that your makeup can stay in place. Put on my forehead, here on my nose, just put it everywhere. After the powder, I'm going to be going in with powder blush. Take some of the products and put it on the high point of my cheek, kind of blending it into my under eyes. Then put some at the tip of my nose. So after putting on my powder products, I go in with a setting spray to just break all the powders down. So I'm using this Skin Mist setting spray from Omaricode. It's a really dewy setting spray, so if you do not like dewy makeup, I do not advise you use this setting spray. So I just go back, spray, yeah. So now my face is drenched in that. Just drying this down with a fan. So after putting my setting spray, I like to go in with extra powder for my under eyes so that it doesn't crease at all. So I just put a little powder there, just like that. Don't blend it too much, just put. You just put powder, and then the tip of my nose. So the next step is giving my eyebrows. For my eyebrows, I use a brown pencil. I think I cannot remember the brand of this pencil because I like sharpened it a lot, but you can like get it anywhere easily from like your local store or supermarket. So I just outline my brows with it. I did not do much, just from here. That's why before starting my makeup, I make sure I've like shaped my brows with a face blade. So when doing my makeup, I just follow that shape and I don't do anything much. Then I fill it in a bit with light strokes. You do not want anything too thick or heavy. Nah, this is in 2016. Don't shade, please. Light strokes. You do same for the other side. Follow the exact brow outline you have already. Then to conceal my brows, I'm using this flat brush. It's a flat brush, and I'm using a concealer from avour Cosmetics. I'm just going to be using a little, the one that is closer to my skin shade, because you do not want it too bright on your brow bone. So I just take a good amount, flatten it at the back of my hand, and conceal. Don't conceal from the beginning, no. Just want to focus on your brow bone, because that is where you want it to pop. You bring your concealer down a bit, starting from here. Then you bring that down. Then to conceal the upper part, I'm going to be using my foundation shade, but you really do not need to conceal the upper part of your brows if you do not want to, but I just want mine to be look a little bit sharper, so I'll be concealing the upper part. I'll just do the same process. Get my foundation, flatten it out on my brush, flatten it out really well, then just the tip. Just like that, just to clean up the mistakes from my eye pencil, like that. Then I just blend it out so it can just blend into the rest of my face. So I just use my beauty blender to blend out the concealer from my under eyes, kind of bring it onto your eyelids. Yeah, just blend it out. I will just be going in with my brighter concealer for my eyelids, because I just want to brighten my eyelids a bit. Just put a little concealer, blend that out. I will just be going in with my brighter concealer for my eyelids, because I just want to brighten my eyelids a bit. Just put a little concealer, blend that out. Just take your time, blend that out. Blend it with the concealer that you use to conceal your brows. You're going to be getting your powder puff again and some setting powder. Blend that at the back of your hand. Then use the setting powder to set and your brow bone. Just set this whole area. So I just use my beauty blender to blend out the concealer from my under eyes, kind of bring it onto your eyelids. Yeah, just blend it out. I will just be going in with my brighter concealer for my eyelids because I just want to brighten my eyelids a bit. Just put a little concealer, blend that out. I will just be going in with my brighter concealer for my eyelids because I just want to brighten my eyelids a bit. Just put a little concealer, blend that out. Just take your time, blend that out. Blend it with the concealer from that you use to conceal your brows. You're going to be getting your powder puff again and some setting powder. Blend out the back of your hand. Then use the setting powder to set your eyelids and your brow bone. Just set this whole area with setting powder. So you do same for the other side. Then you set. You can skip the part of putting concealer on your eyes and just do your makeup like that, but I kind of like my eyelids to pop a bit. That is why I do this. Get a little of the eyeshadow and put it on my crease. You get, just blend it into my crease to create a simple eyeshadow look, because I don't want that place just look all bright without any definition. So just put a little bit of my bronzer there. Yeah, just blend that with your brow bone in your crease. Blend it back and forth, the outer corners. So because I'm going for a really soft look, I'm not going to be using lashes. I'm just going to be using mascara to enhance my natural lashes, but you can go in with lashes or cluster lashes if you want to. My mascara is from Blossom Makeup. It's a 2-in-1 mascara. So this is the final look of my soft glam everyday makeup, not doing too much makeup look. I hope this tutorial was super helpful and easy to follow, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask away in the comment section. I'm going to reply to everybody's comments and make sure you understand how to do better. I'm also going to be leaving the link to my Instagram in my description, so in case you want to have more conversations with me about your makeup, you can do that. So pretty, I feel so pretty. Clock that. See.